Hey, welcome everybody. This is a study guide for the Dreyfus Affair, Antisemitism, Social Darwinism, and Zionism test. Some of the things you need to know, and you can always pause your YouTube and look at the screen and read it in more detail, is you need to know anti-Semitism. It's a hostility or a discrimination against Jewish people. Next, inequity. And we will know that Hitler discriminated against Jewish people in Germany. And, he started the Holocaust and a genocide against the Jewish people. Now, there was a movement called Zionism in the 19th century, and it was just a desire for Jewish people to have their own nation. And a lot of people looked around the world and wanted to create a land again called Israel and take some land from Palestine, which is going to happen in 1948. There is an international Zionist movement, and it was all about the creation of a Jewish state for eventually, and it's eventually going to be in the Middle East. Palestine is going to be partitioned and divided, and part of it is going to be a homeland for Jewish people called Israel. Zionism is a form of nationalism because Jewish people have this strong desire to develop a nation state. Other things, anti-Semitism wasn't only in Europe and Timbuktu. Jews were also, at times in history, not allowed to live within the walls of the city. Now, nationalism is another concept you need to know, and basically it brings people together. If they have a history, language, or religion, it could bring them together, sort of like Jews and Zionism getting a homeland. All right. Zionism, once again, you need to know it. Creation of a Jewish state in the region of Palestine. Zionism is an example of nationalism. Now, Israel, I'd like you guys to use the internet and see if you can find where Israel is located today. There is going to be a map on the test with 4 choices, and you're going to have to be able to find where Israel is. So be ready to do that. And it was founded in 1948. Theodore Herzl was a big person in the creation of Israel. Other things, we're going back to Karl Marx from the Industrial Revolution. He believed in communism. He wanted there to be a workers' rebellion, and he wanted the workers to overthrow the rich in the Industrial Revolution. Karl Marx believed the factory owners should be overthrown by the workers, the proletariat. He wanted the workers to rise up and start a new equal society. Social Darwinism. This is an idea applied to Charles Darwin's survival of the fittest. Some people use this as a racist idea for colonizing other countries, and it was also used to justify imperialism, explaining the white man's burden. Zionism, you got to know it is a movement to create a Jewish state. Theodore Herzl was one of the big founders of Zionism. Zionist movement, it is going to be successful in creating a Jewish state in Israel. Charles Darwin's theory of social Darwinism, people are going to say some people are more fit than others, and it's a biological theory. Social Darwinism was used to justify imperialism, which we're going to learn about. However, Charles Darwin said it was survival of the fittest with living organisms. Okay? So if you have any questions for the test, go back through the slideshow, pause the notes, look at it. Take your time. You have plenty of time to take the test. Okay? Good luck with this. Here are the notes again. If you need to pause the screen, you can pause the screen and take a look at some of these topics. I grouped them in groups of 5. You can always go back and pause the screen to take a look at some of these facts. So if you have to, when you're studying, go back, pause the screen, take a look at some of these